Do you have a dress or outfit that makes you feel like $1 million? I have at least one, but it took me years to get there. And that's because, first of all, it's hard. I think it takes years for most people, and so some of us are still trying to figure out what works for us. But in my particular case, my challenge is I have to dress a very petite body while following some guidelines for to conceal a big middle section. It's not really big, but it acts like a big one. And that's why I think it took this many years, because I never realized that I could watch some videos that were meant for women who look nothing like me, but the clothing hacks for those body types worked for me. So it's kind of have to put all of that together. And then there's an additional difficulty with my body type. I don't know how rare it is, but it is very rare to see people how to dress it. And that is, I have a tilted pelvis. It is not, I mean, in my case, it is not a medical condition. It's just the way my body is built. If you want a prime example of a tilted pelvis, just look at Baby in Dirty Dancing. And when you have one of those, even if you're really thin, you can easily look fat in clothes. It's quite amazing. So this video is about taking what you have and making it look the best that it can. And I know videos about bodies can be touchy, especially I think coming from a thin woman. So I want to say a word about body positivity. For me, body positivity is feeling good about one's body. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle begins with loving your body. How are you going to be nice to your body if you don't love it? You need to start there. It doesn't mean your body is where it should be. I think for some people it's close to where it should be, and some people no, it's not close to where it should be. By should I mean health-wise. If you're if you have diabetes or your life is just hard because of how your body is, your body's not where it should be. But you need to find a way to be okay with your current body while striving for where it needs to be. My body is 90% of where it should be. And it's been 90% of the way there my entire life, I would say. To get to, in my case, define should. In my case, it's really an ideal. In mathematical terms, it's an asymptote. So I know realistically I'm not going to get there. I could, but it would consume my life if I tried. And it would not be sustainable, and then I don't know how I would feel if I attain my ideal body and then go back to 90% of my ideal body. So my policy is to strive for it, but I'm okay if I don't get there, and I go the rest of the way with knowing how to dress it so that I can feel like $1 million at times. As a bit of background, my BMI is such that by US standards I am underweight. By foreign standards, I'm in the normal range. My waist to hip ratio is in the healthy area, but it is definitely not on the lower side. And another thing I have is I have a tummy. Like I've had it all my life. It is the first place that my body goes to put on weight. And the last place that it draws on. Like I will lose my breasts before I lose the last bit of fat on my tummy. I have never tried because I'm underweight by US standards and barely there by foreign standards, and I don't want to ruin my health. And for those of you who say, oh well, just exercise. Yes, I did abs. Oh my goodness, I got into that. And I built a very nice 4-pack. that people, I don't know if it freaked people out. It freaked me out. Some people admired it, but I had the two on top and the two bottom one missing because they were under my small cushion. So of course, one thing I can absolutely not do is the bodycon. Looks fine from the front, but when I turn sideways, it's a huge disaster. My clothes do need to look fitted, otherwise I end up looking like a box short. Like it just doesn't work. But the key is where the clothes are fitted. And this is where I get to the tilted pelvis. One place where it's really important for my clothes to be fitted is in the small of the back. I don't want it to be fitted in the front. But the small of the back is like all of the battles. So most of the outfits that work for me are outfits that are fitted in the back. So I will, if they're not there yet, I will sew darts in the back of my dresses or shirts. If it's a two-piece, I will lift my shirt, tuck it in, do something so that it goes in my waist and it's fitted in the back. That's like almost all of the battle. So my red summer dress, in which I do feel like $1 million, hits all the points. It's fitted in the back, but not in the front. Another trick I'm borrowing from the Curvy Girl department is ruching at the right places. So I have a black evening dress that has that, and it fits in the small of the back. One more challenge I have is that I have a very small chest. So it's hard to look small. We focus, and I do too, like we focus on the bottom part, like we really want that part to be thin, and that happens to be the biggest part of my body. So it's a real challenge. So one other cheat to make the bottom part look smaller is to make the top part look bigger. So my black evening dress does have some serious chest padding going on. An asset I do have is a very good pair of legs. They allow me to walk, which I'm really thankful of, but they also look great. So that's something I can play up. And I've mentioned that I needed clothes to be fitted, but there are exceptions. If it's shorter, then the proportions work just right. So I do have that dress that has a scarf all over, and so it's not fitted at all, but it works really well. And it's really worry-free for me. I do enjoy once in a while just like hiding it all. When it comes to swimsuits, I've always preferred one-piece suits. Much easier to work with. I have two one-piece swimsuits, and they work very differently. The first one I got on Amazon. It works by cheating, complete cheating. It's got a generously padded top and a little skirt, ruching. It's making an hourglass figure where there is none. And it's very cute. It's conservative. In the US, it's kind of funny. This one was sourced out of Asia. I've always liked those types of swimsuits. You find them in stores in the US, but they only come in plus sizes. They don't think to make swimsuits like that for small women. But well, some of us have body types that if we want an hourglass figure, that's what we need. The second swimsuit works differently. This one I got in a boutique in France, birthday gift from my mom. And it covers the essential. I don't want to scare anyone. It is more revealing, and it does not try to create a body I don't have. It simply works with what I do have. It's got a deep V-neck that's elongating, and I think that's the reason it works. Funny story here about French sales ladies. I've had experience with two, one in a hat shop and one when I was buying this swimsuit. They are true salespeople. they will not let you walk out of their store with something that's not right for you, even if it's the more expensive product. On the flip side, they can be quite pushy if they find something that is just right for you. They will sell it. They have all the experience. They know it's the right thing, and by golly, you're gonna walk out of the store with that item. So that was the case for that swimsuit. On the racks, I had picked swimsuits that I like for different reasons. I thought they were cute, but then when I put them on, they were not working at all. And this is one I would never in a million years pulled off the rack, but she let me try like 5 different ones, and then she said, try this one. And it turned out it was the one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like.